How's rehearsal going?
Rehearsal's going great.
You missed, she twerked.
You did?
For a second. A split second. I mean, it wasn't my real twerk. You should see my real twerk. It scares young boys.
There's a W in there.
I don't even know how to twerk.
Could you teach Camille how to twerk?
I don't know how to twerk.
Can we do a twerk session?
Okay.
We need a wall so we can go upside down, though.
Make sure everything feels good when you're twerking.
How old are you?
26. But on the Rogue website, they wrote that I was 29, so I thought it was funny when I saw it. They're called like dead stop, so it's not negative, it's just that you start from the bottom and you have no momentum and you're not loaded. So they're much harder. Like, if you can get out of this, normally like, if you clean and you get like crushed by the weight, you should still be able to get up with the weight. So, it's just another type of squat.
Dude, I wrestle everywhere.
We did that
Like,
though at the
I mean,
beginning.
WWE, we travel every week. We do 200 shows a year, so.
Well, I didn't know if you did that growing up, like in Iowa.
Oh, no. You know what? I never really did any, like, I just jumped on my trampoline and watched pro wrestling. That's all I did. Like a lot of people. Yeah, I just loved Hulk Hogan, and I was like, hey, I think that's what I'm gonna try to do. So here I am 10 years later, and doing it.
Do you have a special outfit, Rory, for tonight?
No.
I don't believe him.
Yeah.
There was a little delay in that.
No, I'm gonna wear these same jeans. I'll change my shirt and probably shave.
That's a good idea.
We've come a long way, you know.
If you have something to change about your workout, what would it be?
Do more reps.
I'm kind of a coward, though. My character's kind of a chicken shit. He runs and begs a lot, so. But
Well, you gotta create the drama, right?
You did great, Dave. You didn't mention that he was a bad guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a bad guy.
He's the bad guy.
I gotta beat up John Cena.
So do you ever win against him?
Not on the live events. I lose quite a bit. Yeah. No, it's not the best gig as far as winning percentages go, but it's fun. I like it
You won't
more.
always be the bad guy.
Does a day ever pass where you wanted to work out and you just didn't have time to get a workout in?
Oh, yeah.
That happens?
Yeah. Yeah, well, with my school, it's like there's some day that you need to switch a little your priority. Like, I need to do work and I'll be in my book all day, and you're like, well, I'll still find a way to do it.
So it doesn't happen?
No, I'm trying to. No, like, yeah, because especially if I'm all day in my book, like I'll need that much more to do something. Like, I remember one time, that was stupid, but one time I studied all day and I was in my apartment and I ended up doing 1,000 squats per time, like air squat, and I just did it. I remember I was like next to my bed. I had like this amount of space and just started to squat.
Do you remember what your time is?
I did it in like 20 something, I think. How do you feel, Lauren Brooke, how do you feel about your choice of clothes that you were wearing? Do you feel like it was stylish enough for today, or would you change anything about it?
I would never change anything. I'm just glad I didn't pee on the floor.
Can you look and see if there's a K?
Lauren, do you have any trick
this
for
one is.
women that have the same issue?
I can't say it on camera.
Don't say it on
Cameras are off.
camera.
Cameras are
it's
off.
good.
Just talk.
Lots of Kegels.
Okay, none of
And
these
a
are
tampon.
on. So I'll just use it really quick. And I'll give it
Pushes on the urethra. You ask. Don't ask if you don't want to answer.
Welcome to the cool down show where we're actually well warmed up.
What's a Kegel?
Yeah, no, Hogan was my dude, man. I had the toothbrush, the suitcase, the little wrestling buddy. He was my guy. He was like my superhero. So I don't think he can do an overhead squat, but you know.
Adrian's hero was the Count on Sesame Street.
It's true.
And look where he ended up, counting reps.
Makes sense.
1, 2, 3.
I wish I had a drum and a cymbal for that one. That was nice.
Sevan's got some good zingers in
He's
there
clever.
once in a while, you know?
Camille, do you want to win the Open?
do. Just want to win everything.
Did you just give Julie a smaller package than you gave
Yeah,
Lauren?
that just happened. First time in CrossFit history.
But she has special unique
Documented.
documents.
Because Julie's retaring after this year. They're phasing her
Yeah, I
out.
don't need that much stuff.
Right.
Only use the last a couple more months.
Bananas from color to color.
Julie, is this your first open?
Yeah.
It is?
Announcement? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Really? I thought you were an old vet when you were walking out.
Well, you know.
Old vet at the open announcements. You're an old vet in competition.
No, it's my first.
Can I use the potty real quick?
Yes.
I think everyone wants to win the Open. Like, yeah.
You can't see it?
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Oh yeah, Roy McCartan, ladies and gentlemen. He's watching all your videos on Instagram.
And don't tell Killcliff that I don't follow them yet. Hold on. Following.
Nice.
I don't know why you would not want to win the Open. I don't think it's as important, but it is.
When they invite you guys to come here, do you know who your competition is going to be?
No.
When did you find out it was Lauren?
Like whenever they announced it to everyone.
Yeah.
They
Found
sent
out
us an
same
email
day.
like the day before, like a few hours before.
Yeah,
But
same day.
That was it.
And do you remember what your thoughts were?
That's an interesting matchup.
Yeah, I was like, not who I expected, but all right.
I think the Open is a very good test of fitness, and it's a very good test of fitness, and it's the moment where you compete against the most amount of person at the same time.
Are your guys' strengths that different? Is that why you say it's
I don't think
interesting
they're that
matchup?
like. Yeah, obviously we have probably different strengths, but like if you're finishing in the top 10 of the games, like you don't have many weaknesses, you know. So both of us don't really have any big weaknesses, but we might just have slightly different strengths.
So I think that it's something that it's really hard to recreate anywhere else, and I think that that's a good thing to win the Open.
The Open?
When I said
When
what?
you got invited to the
about
Open, were you like, fuck about time, Dave?
No, I was excited because this is my last year, so
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's cool to have the opportunity to do it because I've never like they started doing these during my year off, so I wasn't even really in the mix until this year.
So you're still sticking by that, this is your last year?
Yeah,
What do you think could happen that would change that?
nothing. I would have to like drop out of school if I wanted to keep competing. So I'm not doing that.
Like, I mean, you win the Open against like 250,000 people. Like, yes, you're the fittest, like you're among the fittest going to the game, but there's so much more, like many variables with the Open because there's so much more people.
The G's are hard.
You're the boss.
How close are you to overtraining?
Now I'm pretty good. Last year I think I got a little too close, but I think I've learned from that.
What about you?
Dave's trying to stick his hot dog in my mouth.
It's hot dog eating for time.
I had to mute myself. 3, 2, 1, go.
Shouldn't you say something like "Go Dave" or "Go Katie" or
No.
"Suck it up, don't be a bitch, Dave" or something?
No. When you're married, you know what to say and you know what to not say.
Oh, nice. How is Dave? Does Dave take coaching from you? Has he accepted you as the fittest woman on the planet and take advice from you?
We train together, and when he beat me, he's all proud and I'll always joke like, "Congrats, you're now the fittest woman on earth," and we always think it's so funny. No, he coached me a lot.
You know what I'm most excited about is the fact we don't have to video our own workouts.
Oh yeah.
That's always my least favorite part of it.
Well, if we redo it.
Are you already planning on redoing it?
No. I mean, hope not. I hope the adrenaline gives me the best score possible tonight.
Put a ladder and turn this off.
Has Dave ever had to intervene between adoring fans and yourself?
No, he's not really good for that.
Kiki, how many followers does Dave have?
Dave has 88,000 followers.
On Instagram?
On the Insta.
Wow. Dave, didn't just last week you only had like 80,000? Or was that like 2 days ago?
Like 3 or 4 days ago.
Who are you? Are you gunning for anyone? Are you going to pass anyone up soon?
My friend Noah Olson.
Earlier in rehearsal, you called him a fuck stick.
No, I said that little fuck stick.
And how many followers does he have?
89, I think.
Oh, shoot. Dave's at 88.1 to be exact.
Who are some other people you're going to pass
Josh
up?
Bridges, he's in my sights. And then the girls that are like way out there, they're just too far. They show too much skin. The Camis, the Camille's, the Agers.
Wouldn't have anything to do with winning the CrossFit Games.
Not in Ager's case. Not in
There you go.
He's all show, no go.
No, I welcome them. I think they're a big part of Cam's success, and she knows that. So I try to, in the most respectful way, give them the best opportunity to meet her in a way that's appropriate. And usually they're almost always appropriate.
Like if they want to lick sweat off her back, you might be like, hey dude, how about I just get you a little and you drink it over here in the corner?
I can help them figure out the best way to approach her, which is sometimes just to chill and wait for her, or sometimes it's to go up and ask her for something quickly. But her biggest commodity is time, so, you know, that's one of the things she's always worried about, having enough time to train, enough time to study.
Do you do anything do you go out of your way to get more followers? Like even if you don't want a picture with Dave, you take a picture with Dave and try to suck up some of his followers?
No. Nope. I just put what's going on. I guess it's the best parts of the day, right? He does all the challenges. Dave manipulates, to get the followers.
Don't say I have followers because of my challenges.
Pace that shit, boys. Hey, Colby, how did you get into CrossFit?
I had a buddy who was doing MMA, and I asked him, I was looking to better condition myself, essentially. Like, I was, like, getting bored at the gym, doing regular cardio, and I'm like, I need to be in the best shape ever. I was like, dude, what do you do for your conditioning? And he was like, well, I'm in off-season right now, so I do CrossFit. I'm like, I don't know what the hell CrossFit is. I thought it was had some sort of religious connotation or something like that. So he's like, no, just come by the gym, check it out. I went by, my coach, Brandon right there, actually, he had me do like a round of Cindy and like some running afterward or something like that. And I had never, dude, pull-ups. I'm like, 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 squats, no problem. And then you run. And dude, but I never combined any of that together. So I was like, once I got done with like a round of that, I was, and I try to get back up on the pull-up bar, and I'm just like, why can't I do pull-ups? This is and I'm doing strict pull-ups, And then I'm watching this dude over here on the other pull-up bar just going, and I'm like, what is happening here? Why have I? And so I was hooked from then on. And what I loved about it was, for me, it felt the way I felt when I'm in a match. Like when I'm in like 10, 15 minutes deep in a match, and I'm blown sky high, but I got to keep going. You got to push yourself to get to the end. It's exactly how it felt to me. So I was like, this is it.
Do you want to win the Open, Lauren? Is that the goal?
I could honestly care less.
To win the Open, the whole Open? Do you have
I think right now, like after the first couple weeks, it would be pretty difficult for me to win the Open based on like the first 2 workouts. But I still would like to win workouts for sure.
I want to qualify for regionals. That's my goal. One step at a time. Winning the Open's not going to get me anywhere, except for a win in the Open. So what? top 20 is what matters.
Julie, do you have a game plan, whether to be on how to pace this, whether to come out ahead or stay behind, or?
Well, I mean, it totally depends on the workout, I think. But usually I like to kind of like settle into a pace after the first round or so.
Well, with an athlete like myself, it really just depends on the workout whether I really pace a whole lot or not. But not really.
And as much as I can, like, come out ahead right from the beginning and just make it like hard for someone to catch up. That's my strategy.
Week 1 was easy. Week 2, not so much. Week 3 is going to be fun. No, fucking fun. That's so sweet.
Nice. That's so sweet. Now I'm gonna.
Sweet. Let's go.